go. Give it up for yourselves. Woo! Woo! There we go. I'm Jacob. Welcome to LA School of Comedy. It is a wacky Wednesday. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. sign up, 7 p.m. show, and it is a packed house tonight. Woo! Can you hear me in the back? Woo! Good, good, good. Excellent. Anyway, I'm Jacob McGregor. Despite my last name, I am Jewish. I don't know if you could tell by looking at me. What? Yeah, I'm Jewish. And yeah, any Jews here? Woo your Jew out. Yeah, in the back. L'chaim, man. L'chaim. But, you know, how could you hate the Jews? I guess a lot of people found a way over the years. But I've been thinking a lot about motivational speakers. Okay? We accomplished a lot without these Instagram influencer motivational speakers. We liberated Europe. We put a man on the moon. We invented the internet, which is really just used for porn now, but we still invented it. Give it up for porn, front row. But I was thinking, you know, the phrases don't really do it for me, right? You know, the weights won't lift themselves. Stay hard, be hard, get hard. You know, you look really good in that quarter zip sweater, right? That's only the influencer for me. That's a personal... Anyway, we don't need to bring that into this. But a lot of them devolve into animals. You know this? These influencers, they start talking about animals. They say a lion wakes up in the Sahara every day and it knows that if it doesn't outrun the slowest gazelle, it will die of hunger. And the gazelle wakes up in the Sahara each morning and it knows if it doesn't outrun the fastest lion, it will die as dinner. But either way, whether you're a lion or a gazelle, you must wake up and run. Pretty inspirational. But it got me thinking, if we as humans didn't have Ralph's and Whole Foods, would we be just at each other's throats like that? Would it be a bloodbath? No? Would, maybe they just don't have Ralph's in the Sahara. You ever think about that? You know, if they had a Ralph's, maybe the lions and the gazelles would be sitting there drinking a six-pack, playing hacky sack. Maybe they're passing a bong around, getting high, listening to Bob Marley. Hey, man, I don't even like the taste of meat. What are we doing all this for? Why don't we all just get along, man? Maybe there is a Ralph's in the Sahara, and the lion is, you know, he's really excited to go home and cook. You know, he's going to make, like, that Marry Me chicken, Tuscan chicken, you know what I'm talking about? And he's got his 2-for-1 chicken breast. And he's waiting in line at the checkout counter, and he's had kind of a rough day, but he's excited. And he gets there, and hello. Welcome. Hello. Welcome to the LA School of Comedy. Nice. We're just talking about lions and gazelles. The lion is at the checkout counter at the Ralph's in the Sahara. Have you ever been to this location? Okay, well, it's... you know, it's a work in progress, but the lion is at the checkout counter and he forgot his Ralph's rewards card number. And now he just goes, oh man, I guess I just gotta go chase a gazelle. How could this day get any worse? But anyone seen the movie Whiplash? One person, 2, 3. If you haven't seen Whiplash, you gotta stay in more. Let me tell you, great movie. No whips. Don't worry. But that movie's about Miles Teller. He really wants to be a great jazz drummer, like it matters. Right? And he doesn't want to play drums like just chill out. He doesn't want to do bee-da-ba-da-boo, just chill jazz. He doesn't want to go tss-tss-tss-tss. He's pretty angry. He wants to go tss-tss-tss-tss. He wants to get really into it. And he lets J.K. Simmons abuse him for 2 hours. Okay, and J.K. Simmons is generously listed at 5'11". Right? One punch and it's a different movie. But, you know, Miles Teller wants to be great. He wants to be a great jazz drummer. And he sits his cute little girlfriend down in a cafe and he says, look, all right, I'm going to be a great jazz drummer and you're just in the way. You're just a distraction. Okay, so I think we should just call it off now because really it's just going to end in tears for both of us. And she storms out. But for comedy, it's kind of the opposite, isn't it? You know, you need to be dating to get all that material. Right? You miss out on so much if you're not dating, all the ridiculous shit that happens in relationships. Right? In fact, I think I would break up with a girl for the opposite reason. Look, you're too good. You're gorgeous. You're smart. You're put together. Okay? You're giving me nothing. Can you give me something to work with? right? Could you smoke a crack pipe in the office? You know, light my shit on fire? You know, say Diddy's a more complicated character than you might think? You know, give me something to work out. But I did go on a date the other day. Yeah, lovely gal. And men, always bring water bottles for your date. This isn't a roofie joke. This is not a roofie joke. We're not going there. But always bring water bottles. We're sitting at the beach drinking water bottles, and she says, "Hey, Jacob, I really need to pee. Do you have a bathroom at your place?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I have a bathroom at my place. Fun fact, it's actually attached to my bedroom." High-level move, just like we drew it up. So we're back at my place. I'll keep it PG, okay? I think we got a few young people hiding in the back. So we had some bedroom awesome, you know? And I was good, man. I was good. Yeah, give it up for me. And I'm not good every time, you know? Sometimes, you know, I look at her after and I say, "Look, I'm sorry you didn't come. Take it up with the union." Okay? But this time, you know, it went pretty well, and we're sitting there after having a nice little chit-chat, and are you with me? I totally messed it up, okay? I said the least hot thing ever. She says, "Oh, what's going on this week for you?" And I say, "Oh, I got a show coming up at the Fourth Wall Cafe." "Oh, really?" Yeah. If you want to buy tickets, I'll send you the link. Use the promo code JACOB for $5 off. Promo codes in the bedroom, not a good look. That's more for, you know, incels buying premium porn. That's where you get the promo code involved. But she's leaving. I blew it. And all of a sudden, I just start feeling, you know, my grandpa, you know, my Zadie, you know, talking to me. I feel very Jewish all of a sudden. He said, "Look, come on. Give me another chance. I won't blow it. Promo codes. Who needs a promo code? Schmomo code, okay? Look, we'll have a nice dinner. I'll take you out. We'll eat gazelle." Anyway, thank you very much. I'm Jake McGregor. We got a great show for you tonight here at the LA School of Comedy. It is my honor and privilege to bring up the middle-aged muchacho, Billy Ramirez. Give it up for Billy.
Oh, that's like the ultimate sin. You got to put the mic back on the stand. Remember what Sunda says all the time? Come on, this is ridiculous. Thank you. My name is Billy Ramirez. Nice to be here. Also, shout out to all the LA School of Comedy comedians for surely watching this live stream from the green room of their show at the HaHa Comedy Club tonight. So, if you're in the area, actually shows at 8 o'clock. So get on over there after you stop watching this. So anyways, it's nice to be here in front of what looks to be 37,000 people. I don't know, whatever. So this weekend I was chatting with my brother, and I don't know why I'm looking so far over. I should just stare at one of you three people. It's on. Yeah. So I was chatting with my brother recently, and we were reminiscing about our childhoods in the late 80s, early 90s, late 1900s overall, which is a term I like to use around people my age because when they hear late 1900s, some will get all really tight, and then some will laugh, and those are the people I want to hang out with. But this conversation reminded me of this story I hadn't thought of in years, and it's the story of when my elementary school friends and I, who loved playing football at recess and at lunchtime and after school and before school, we got a football stuck up in a tree at the edge of the concrete playground. And our genius minds with all this elementary school processing power, we came up with the idea of just to get this football down to just throw whatever we could, shoes and backpacks and first graders, whatever, anything. And other things got stuck up there, but the only thing we cared about was getting this football down. We made such a commotion that our principal, Mr. Delgado, came over and talked to us, and Mr. Delgado was the nicest man in the world, called everyone mijo and mija, and I don't get political on stage, but if we have to have old presidents, can we at least try some foreign like grandparents for once? They might not be able to fix the economy, but at least you'll feel like you got a hug and a warm meal, you know, you'll feel better for a little bit. I don't know, you know, what I'm saying is that I can tell that a lot of Americans haven't been called mijo or mija in a long time, and it shows. But anyways, my point is, Mr. Delgado shows up and he asks what's going on. We tell him there's a football stuck in the tree. And Mr. Delgado the principal of the school, the oldest person there, the one who's supposed to protect us and care for us and think about our future, came up with the brilliant idea to ask, does anyone want to climb the tree? And immediately another classmate just starts climbing the tree, gets up there really, really fast, like he was just waiting for permission. I mean, he was good at it, but not that good, because he got really close to the football, stumbled, and then fell right onto the concrete surface. And today, that would get so many people sued, and you'd end up with lawsuits and arrests and whatnot. But back in the early 90s, all that happened was we just watched him fall. That's it. And then Mr. Delgado, after watching this poor kid writhe in pain, asked him, what happened? Like, he did not just fall out of a tree onto concrete. And then the kid finally, he gets up and he starts stumbling and he starts limping, holding his left hip. And between pain breaths, he reaches down into his pocket and he looks at Mr. Delgado and he just says, and he pulls out a crushed Tootsie Roll Pop and he tells Mr. Delgado, I fell on my lolly. And that was the resolution of that entire story. Like, we never got the football back, and some kid probably got lifelong hip injury, but nobody got in trouble for it. And that was a whole different time back then. And this conversation with my brother also reminded me of the time my family and I, we got violently sick from Neapolitan ice cream from Grocery Outlet. And I don't want to disparage Grocery Outlet. It's the only incident I ever had with Grocery Outlet. But my immediate family, we got so sick. And once my brother and I felt, my dad and I felt well enough, we went back to the store to return the remaining ice cream, which it's kind of weird. I mean, it's tainted ice cream. Like, here's some of your tainted ice cream back. But he talked to the manager to tell him that we were just peeing out the butt for the last couple days, and then I don't remember exactly what the conversation went, but I do remember the manager holding his arm out and grabbing the remaining ice cream and saying, I'm going to send this back to the lab. And I realized that it's been over 30 years, and we've never heard back from Grocery Outlet. And I'm also pretty sure that Grocery Outlet, the discount grocery store, doesn't have a goddamn lab. Like, what's the point of lying about that? It's Grocery Outlet. And again, I don't want to disparage Grocery Outlet. We've only had one incident with them. But it's Grocery Outlet. I think they have some room to be a little shady, right? It could just be like, you got sick off of our food. Yeah, it happens. I'm sorry, you pooped your pants and Grocery Outlet. I don't know. There's no need to invent a lab. I'm wearing new glasses, and I can tell they're new glasses because there aren't any specks. It's perfectly clear. But I've been wearing glasses for most of my life, ever since probably right around the time I got that football stuck up in the tree when I was 10 or 11 years old. And I think the big glasses fad is ending. I don't know. Remember how everyone was wearing like big plastic glasses? And I hope it's ending. I'm glad it's ending. I never liked it because I always thought that fad was a personal affront to me. Because nowadays, people can wear just about any frames they want from Warby Parker, get them in an hour, whatever. But instead, people, to be stylish, decide to wear the glasses that poor kids had to wear in the early 90s. And I should know because I was one. So every year, to get new glasses, my mom and I went to the optometrist, and I would look at all these beautiful displays on the wall, all these cool glasses, and it was the 90s, so there was a lot of neon too. It was like, neon and cool shapes and angles. Like, I definitely wouldn't look like a dork in those, right? But instead, eventually we get directed to just the desk in the middle, and then someone from the optometrist would reach down and pull out the dustiest box of the ugliest glasses you've ever seen in your life, and that's what we had to choose from. It looked like a lost and found box. It's like, it was like, why is there a jacket in there? Why is there a jacket in there? These are the glasses that I'm going to pick. And in fact, these glasses were so ugly it shouldn't have been called a lost and found box. It should be called a found and lost box. It's like found a box full of really ugly glasses, lost your chances of making new friends during the school year. If there's one upside to the giant glasses, though, is that sometimes people look like they're driving a bus behind those big giant things, right? So if I don't want to talk to them, I'll just say, I'll take the next one. You just move along, Let's see. John, this one's for you. Is anyone here a fan of pro wrestling? Yeah, all right. Whoo. I've been a fan of pro wrestling since the late 1900s, back when Hogan was doing his whole thing in the WWF, not WWF. And I've been watching on and off ever since then, but I don't know why, because wrestling is weird, right? If you think about it, wrestling is kind of weird. It's just, if you boil it down, it's just big, muscly men stripped down and play fight with each other night in and night out. And I would love to hear a psychologist's take about that. But also, if you pay close enough attention, some of the moves that are performed are very intimate. Like, you wouldn't do some of these moves on your significant other, or at least not before a few glasses of wine or something like that. So, based on all this weirdness, I always wondered just how did pro wrestling even start in the first place? I don't know, like 150 years ago, whenever pro wrestling started, maybe some confused but convincing young man just managed to convince a bunch of other confused young men to strip down to their chonies, and then he taught them some moves. I don't know, just imagine the first pro wrestling class. Like, gentlemen, thank you for joining me here. I know you feel awkward having stripped down your chonies, and it was weird having me oil you up, but let's move on past that. So, if you want to become pro wrestlers, you need to learn the moves, all right? So, but before you learn to give a move, you got to learn how to take a move, all right? So the first move I'm going to teach you is called the body slam, right? It's a very simple move. All you have to do is face your opponent, and then your opponent places his left hand on your right shoulder, and then with his right arm, he picks you up by the taint and then drops you. Any questions? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, he picks you up and drops you just right on the ground, yeah. Well, yeah, he slams your body. I thought about calling it a slam body, but it doesn't flow quite like body slam, but yeah, just slams your body, yeah. Yes, you. It doesn't go up. It goes between it's just for leverage. All right, fine. I sense some trepidation about the body slam. So we'll try. I'll show you how to take a different move. All right. This one's called the pile driver. I know it sounds kind of rough, kind of violent, but it's a very safe move. Trust me on this one. All right. So starts off just like the body slam. You stand and face your opponent, and then you bend down, and then you shove your head in your opponent's crotch. He picks you up, falls backward, drops you on your head. Any questions? Oh, okay. Yes, you. Yes, directly on your head. Mm-hmm. But don't worry, okay, because your head is perfectly cradled safely within your opponent's sweaty crotch. So you're good, okay? Yes, you. Wait, what did you say? A snake? What did you say? You want to bring a snake to the ring? No, that's dumb. No one's ever going to do that, okay? That's stupid. No one's ever going to bring a snake to the ring. Anyways, you, next question. What did you say? Did you ask for pads and a helmet? Like, with pads and a helmet? No. Listen. What's your name? The masked chimney sweeper. Okay, it works for the time. Just trust me. The masked chimney sweeper. Listen, if you want pads and a helmet, okay? I hear there's a new thing called American football down the road somewhere. So if you want pads and a helmet, you grab your shiny pecs and your golden broom, and you head on down to the football field, all right? Because this here's professional wrestling. This is serious. Now, for the rest of you, grab your sequined robes and your feather boas, because we're going to learn how to strut. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Woo! Thank you very much. My name is Billy Ramirez. And you can find me at billyramirez.com if you need help with your digital marketing, if you need a new website, email marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever. I do all the digital marketings. billyramirez.com. And please welcome back to the stage, Jacob McGregor.
Whoa! Give it up for Billy Ramirez. Don't you just want to, drive his pile and slam his body, ladies? Can't just be me. Give it up for Billy. Next up, we have the lovely comedy, the honor and the privilege, the joy of joys. Always a pleasure and never a chore. Give it up for the comedy of Jessica. Woo! Awesome. Fist bump.
Hello. I said last time I'd never come back, and here I am. This place competes with, Hollywood comedy and, Fourth Wall for, the worst mic in town. I think. But I always know I'm going to get up. I also say that, it's $10 That's very high for the competing mics in the area. I feel like you could get more if it just went down by $2 or just had a scale. That's what I think personally. You don't think so?
I don't make the decisions, but
no, but do you agree? But do you? Yeah, no, I think that would be a good business decision, and then it maybe wouldn't be a bad mic. Maybe. I don't know.
say that when Sunda's here.
I would if she would take. I mean, I did. I filled out the thing online, the questionnaire. Why did she really? Why? Tell us the cheese, man. Well, she's not watching. Okay, fine. Well, all right. I would. I went to the Hollywood Comedy and said it there, too. That used to be the worst mic in town. It used to be. It's not bad. I like Sunda. I'm sure she likes me. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not anymore. Is it mean? I run a mic, and if somebody told me this place sucks, I'd be like, tell me why. Tell me why it's a terrible, terrible mic. And I'd listen, you know? I got no skin in the game, though. So I started a mic. It's called Church Mic. It's on hiatus right now. And my old boss showed up to it, and which is terrible, you know. And he starts it off with like the worst thing like a man can say, which is, "I'm getting a divorce." Right? I'm getting a divorce, and I don't know. I knew it was like I was in trouble when I saw that he had lost weight. Honestly, like I said, "Oh, you lost weight," and he's like he's on a game show, like 50 pounds, you know? And I was like, oh, this is new confidence. This is new confidence that's driven him here. Fuck, you know? Anyway, so he wants to tell me that he's okay with our age gap. Like, he's okay with our age gap. He's okay with it, right? Of course he is. And so he says it in, like, the sexiest way, right? He's like, so, you know, I'm dating people of all ages. Right? And so then he says, you know, I got all the social media now. You know, the young ones, they really like Snapchat. They always ask me for my Snapchat. And I tell them, you know, I think that means you're getting bots. Right? And he's like, no. You know how I know they're not bots? So this is, all you have to do, and I open with this every time to make sure, all you have to do is ask them where they were on 9/11. That's his opener. So he's not getting any pussy. That's what that tells me, right? And that's very bad, right? This is a desperate man with new confidence. That's not a good combo. All right. So anyway, so I try to like drive the conversation to like work, you know? Let's get back to work. And he's like, you know, my life really went downhill at that firm. And I was like, tell me why? You know, why? And I think it was going to be about work. And he goes, well, basically another plane hit the conversation. He's like, well, you know, I have a pornography addiction, and it just ruined my marriage. And my wife hasn't fucked me in a year. And I was like, yeah, they really seem to hate that, I think. Right? Anyway, he says, like, I think my wife was asexual. I think that was the problem. And I was like, you know, I think a lot of women say that when they're just over it, you know, because sometimes your body knows when it's done before you do. And his eyes welled with tears. And I won that conversation, basically. That was a win for me. I'm giving you guys a bad impression. I think I am I coming off like a bitch?
No.
Am I coming off like a bitch?
Oh, you're pretty Billy.
Yeah. All right. That's fine. I'll take it. Anyway, I've dated an old guy before. You guys ever date an old guy? You know, it's a lot like dating a guy your own age, except he's never looked worse. You know, just never. Yeah, I took my old boyfriend to. Has that been 10 minutes?
8 minutes. Real close.
Oh, it's at 8. Oh, okay. Wow, time flies when you're talking shit, I guess. No, but I didn't mean any of it. I meant some of it. Anyway, so what was I saying? All right, so we went to Paris together. Very romantic. How romantic is that? Very, very romantic. We went to Paris together, and I made him cry under the Eiffel Tower. I made him cry. And, I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know. It's kind of ironic, because it's like a romantic city. Like, I wanted to keep the irony going. Like, what if he fucked in the Vatican? They're like, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that here. Age gap is okay, though. How much time do I have?
2 minutes.
No, I don't. You gave me the light, so I have like a minute. What?
Minute 30 seconds.
Thank you, sir.
There's a line.
Well, what? Yeah, I know, but still. But I respect the room.
Dude.
I respect the room.
How much does room suck?
It does. It does. You guys thought it. Okay. Why? Why? Sonoda loves me. I love her. Okay, so, yeah, no, it's fine. You guys did such a great job. What level? Give you guys a round of applause. Yeah, you guys fucking rule. Okay, so, all right. So puberty is a weird time, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And the coolest part of learning what my genitals could do as a kid was discovering that I could queef. Okay? And oh my God, you couldn't leave me alone. I was the Bobby Fischer of queefing, I got my 10,000 hours in, you could say. I was so good at, you left me alone for a couple minutes, I'd be playing the scales. My parents started to notice, and they started listening in from my room, and they were like, oh my God, her voice has changed, Anyway. Your vagina, how your vagina, like it gets bigger when you have a baby. It has to, or else you die, right? Well, it also happens. This is a terrible bit. But you know what? That's why I come here. I come here to say the first thing. It's like the first draft. All right, that was my first draft. Thank you.
Wow. That was a lot, folks. Give it up one more time for Jessica.
Thanks.
Yep. I think this is a tremendous open mic. We are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. We got a great thing going. I will say that I had a great bit. What were you talking about? You were talking about queefing.
An
old guys.
And then my boss coming and trying to.
Wow, I really had. Anyway, all right. Well, give it up for the one, the only John.
John.
That's me.
Will you put it back, will you? Don't tease me like that, huh? No way, the nerve of these people. Let me get this thing back.
So nice.
Thank you. Thank you. What's up, yo? I want to introduce myself for you new people that don't know who I am. I'm Johnny. I am Sunda's personal bodyguard. So if you guys got beef with her, you got beef with me first. No worries. I want to talk about a couple of things and just get this monkey off my chest. I want to go back to when I was a teenager, like going back to like 5th grade. So I came to my came to 5th grade, going to 5th grade, and I'm like, learn something new to get challenged. So like, anyways, my friends were with me, and they're like, he goes, Johnny, did you study for your history final? I was like, yeah, like I got everything under control. So my teacher would pull out, like stack about this big for like, the map of the United States. I go, this is a piece of cake. So my friend goes, good luck, and like we wish everyone, my friends, good luck, and like okay, so by the time like my teacher says go, and then I whipped out two sheets of book notebook paper. I wrote every state capital, and then I kept going until like I wrote the bodies of water, like Pacific Ocean's on this side, Gulf of Mexico's on this side, and the Atlantic Ocean's on this side. And then when I handed in my paper after 35 minutes, so like I got excused and I'm gonna go to recess and all that. And then about an hour later, after recess was over, and then my teacher calls me from my other room, my other class. She's like, Johnny, can we talk to you? It's like, sure. It's like, you're the only student out of 30 other students that aced that the test. I goes, are you serious? I aced it? It's like, shit. You like, how fucking lucky are you? She's like, okay. So lunch came around, and then my students were like, how'd you do? It's like, I aced. I was like, you aced? It's like, what about the rest of you guys? Because like we all missed. It's like, and my friend goes up to me, he's like, Johnny, I'll bet you $50 you can't take that test again and still ace it again. It's like, okay, you're on. So the next day comes around, and it's Friday on Shabbat. So we made the bet in front of my teacher. It's like, all right, teach, I'm going to take the test again. I'm going to prove that I aced that test. It's like, okay, you're on. So after the other 35 minutes of taking the test, I aced again, and you lost $50 to me. And then going to PE was the most craziest ever. So PE, we were playing basketball. I accidentally, after we played basketball and my teacher threw the whistle, I accidentally threw the ball in the air. It bounced once off the floor, off the backboard into the hoop, and my friend goes, how fucking lucky are you? You just made that? It's like, yeah. You want to play horse? So yeah, we'll play horse. So we played horse, and I won again. So I was in a lucky mood. Anyways, moving forward, what I do, I love jewelry. I love diamonds. I love, engagement rings. Why? Because when in diamonds they say that it's a woman's best friend. You gotta keep a woman happy. If you wanna make a woman happy, give her whatever she wants. If she wants a 3-carat diamond ring, give her a 3-carat diamond ring. If she wants a $50,000 tennis bracelet, give her a $50,000 tennis bracelet. No problem. But we just recently the customer came up to us like, excuse me, it's like, how can I help you? He's like, I'm looking for a 2-carat engagement ring. He's like, oh, here we go now. So 2-carat engagement ring. So like, what shape would you like? She goes, I want anything square. I was like, anything square? Okay, that sounds good. So I showed him a couple stones, and he goes, which one do you want? He goes, I will take that one right there. He took a 2-carat O2 emerald cut, gorgeous stone, very gorgeous. And he goes, I want it on a platinum setting. I was like, okay, platinum setting it is. So after 20 minutes, we negotiated and all that. He goes, final. I made him his ring, and he goes, where you gonna go? Are you gonna go get engaged? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go propose to my girl in Hawaii. He's like, all right, beautiful. That's a very beautiful idea. So he sent me pictures and go, congratulations and all that. And then next thing you know, I'm like, it's like, Mom, I said, Mom, take a look. He's happy. It's like, all right, he's happy. And then according to me, like for me, even though I'm single at 43, if a girl wants something, just give her whatever she wants, just make her feel happy. If she goes, honey, I need a $35,000 Rolex watch, give her a $35,000 Rolex watch. If she wants a $150,000 Audemars PJ watch, give her one. If she wants a home all the way in New York City, give her one. All right, just make her happy, all right? All right, I'm going to close this out by saying thank you to the LA School of Comedy. I want to thank my dear friend, the LA, the middle-aged muchacho, the rest of you guys. Thank you, Sunda. And I can close this out by saying I'd like to wish everybody good luck over in North Hollywood. The Haha Comedy Show tonight at 8. I wish you guys good luck. Love you guys. Arrivederci, buenas noches, shalom. Good night.
Shalom.
Thank you, John. Get up for John. As John was saying, we have a lot of our very, very wonderful, talented LA School of Comedy comedians over at Ha-Ha's Comedy Club at 8 p.m. in North Hollywood. Head out there if you can. And that's a wrap. Good night, everybody.